Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. This is the live preview for Real Madrid against Manchester United in the UEFA Super Cup final. We are 2 hours away from kickoff in Macedonia in Skopje in the UEFA Super Cup final, in the curtain raiser for the new season. Obviously, the English curtain raiser was on the weekend with the Charity Shield, and this is similar in the sense that it's the cup winners, the trophy winners that meet the Champions League winner and, of course, the Europa League winner in Manchester United. Now, Real Madrid will, of course, come into this game as favourites, being the European Cup winners. And Manchester United, actually, whenever we've played in the competition as European Cup winners, we haven't actually won it. We've lost against Lazio when we won the European Cup in 1999. When we played in the Super Cup final with Salah scoring, I think it was. And we lost against Zenit St. Petersburg as well when we won the European Cup in 2008. And of course, we lost against Zenit when Paul Scholes was sent off. So our record as European Cup winners in the Super Cup isn't great. And hopefully that happens to Real Madrid today as well, with the Europa League Cup winner obviously taking home the trophy. Now, a lot of people will say this is a glorified pre-season friendly, and look, it probably is, but to me, a European final against Real Madrid, you want to win it. Now look, you may not win it, and of course if you don't win it, there's that little bit of relief in the sense that the season hasn't started yet. We've got a whole season ahead of us, and this isn't the most important trophy we'll play for this season, but you want to win it. The players will want to lift the trophy. The players will want to beat Real Madrid. And so will Jose Mourinho as well, want to deliver another trophy. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the players do that. Now, Governor Bandicoot says that he's been here for a while and I am late. I do apologise. This stream was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. I then moved it to 5:30 and then I moved it to 5:45. I had to go grab some food. I had to do a few things during the day, sort a few things out, and so it meant I was absolutely starving. If I didn't eat before I did this, then I would have had to go live on Full-Time Devils. I would have had to watch the match, all that stuff. It would have been difficult to find a time to eat till after the game. So had to get my meal in, and I managed to do that. So I apologise for you guys that have been waiting from 5 o'clock. I do apologise, but thank you for joining us nevertheless, and thank you for getting involved. Ronak says he's watching the game whilst on holiday in Spain. I hope you're enjoying your holiday, mate. Spartan says Pogba will do everything to beat Real. The cup is the Community Shield with a better name, says one of the comments. Anyone agree the trophy looks fucking sick, says Suran Raj. It does look like a nice trophy, doesn't it? It'd be nice if the players were holding that aloft at the end of the game. Aditya thinks we're going to win 2-1. Tim says, what do I think the score will be? Now, I'll give you my score prediction towards the end of this live stream. I'll also give you my predicted lineup as well. I want to hear a few things about you guys too. What do you think about this game? And could Manchester United have learned anything from the game against Real Madrid in the pre-season friendly out in the States? Obviously, we played against them in the ICC tournament. We won on penalties in one of the most dreadful penalty shootouts I've ever seen. I think it was 2-1 to United after about 4 penalties each or something like that, 5 penalties each. It was a ridiculous penalty shootout. But Manchester United got a 1-1 draw with them in 90 minutes. Now, in that game, obviously, Real Madrid played a strong side in the first 45 minutes. Manchester United played with a back four. Now, today, I don't think we will see that back four. I think the way we played against Sampdoria is the way we will play against Real Madrid today. And I think the reasons, my thinking behind that is probably because not only do they have a fantastic front three in, obviously, Benzema, Bale, and Cristiano, and whoever else plays, Asensio, Isco, Toni Kroos, Modric, they can cause us all sorts of problems. They have a fantastic side from back to front. And I say from back to front because when we played with that back four and we had our 4 defenders, so our flat back 4 there, here's our fullbacks right here. These are these 2 little fingers here. And those are the fullbacks. So when we've had the attackers here and then we've had Marcelo coming down the wing, occupying one of these fullbacks, and then we've got their other fullback occupying this fullback, then we've got 2 centre halves left that are getting stretched out by by three fantastic forward players, two if Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't play, and one other top talent. And then Luka Modric and Toni Kroos find it so easy to pick out holes. Whereas if we play with this 3-5-2 today, then I think the back three, in terms of the centre half three, Chris Smalling, who looks quite rash and quite defensively open, and then you look at Phil Jones is missing today, Bailly's missing today, so you got Smalling, Lindelof, and Daley Blind, who are likely to be that defensive three. And if you have Smalling in the middle of that back three, and you have Lindelof and Blind either side of him, you have two centre halves that are confident in their ability to go out a little bit wider in defence. So I think with us playing that, we can not only bring the fullbacks back and then have a back five, have a lot more cover against a very good attacking side. But I think the likes of Marcelo, the likes of those guys bombing on and making the overlapping runs can absolutely cause us havoc if we play with that back four. And it'll be interesting to see how we will play with this 5-3-2, 3-5-2 formation against Real Madrid, because obviously we're back in the Champions League this season as well. Manchester United, last season we were in the Europa League. Yes, we won it, but the Champions League is still going to be a step up for a lot of these players, and a lot of these players are improving in the Champions League. So we need to step up to that level as a team, and hopefully we will do that. Stinger says that back three has red card written all over it, and it does, unfortunately, as well. I hope Victor Lindelof has a better game today than he did against Real Madrid. Now, I feel sorry for Victor Lindelof a little bit because he's come into a Manchester United side, big money signing at centre half. Eric Bailly was the last one to come in, so he's got these high standards, Eric Bailly, and Victor Lindelof's come in, and he hasn't been bad, completely atrocious consistently, but he has had bad moments, and a lot of those bad moments came against Real Madrid. And I think it's been difficult for him playing in a back three, playing in a back five, playing in a back four, playing with different goalkeepers behind him, playing with different centre-half partners alongside him. I think it has been difficult for Victor Lindelof to settle, and I think he'll look better when he plays with a consistent team and a consistent defence and someone sat in front of him. I mean, when we played against Barcelona, we played with a midfield two with Michael Carrick in there. We looked so open. It just didn't look good at all. So I think you have to give Victor Lindelof some time. But of course, you're not going to be afforded time when you're coming up against Real Madrid in a European final. Manchester United and Real Madrid have never met in a European final. We've played them 10 times competitively. We've won twice, we've drawn 4, we've lost 4. So our record against Real Madrid isn't great. We've never beaten them at the Bernabeu, but of course we're not playing at the Bernabeu today. We're playing at a neutral venue in Skopje in Macedonia. And fingers crossed Man United can get a result today. I really hope United do get a result. I want to win this. Look, after the game, if we don't win, we can all say it's the Super Cup. It's not the top of our priorities. But let's be honest here. It's a trophy. Manchester United are in the trophy winning business. These players are in the trophy winning business. If Manchester United were to record a victory over Real Madrid today, and these players would remember it for a long time, of course they would. It's a final against Real Madrid with a trophy at stake. The Europa League winners against the Champions League winners. So I think it is a big game for these players, but I think it's a little bit less pressure considering it comes at the start of a season and some of the players are still in pre-season mode. But make no bones about it, these players will want to win this game. Jose Mourinho will want to win this game. You'll see at the end of last season, look, a lot was made of it in terms of, it's funny, you're counting the Charity Shield as a trophy, counting it as a silverware. But you see Jose Mourinho made a big point of, we won 3 trophies last year. And I think if we win this trophy, he can get across to this team that we are making our history for this club. Yes, it might not be the Premier League. Yes, it might not be the European Cup. But we're making steps towards that. And I think Jose Mourinho will use that to psych up the players mentally. Of course, it's an easy one if we lose to then say it doesn't matter. But I think it can be used as like a building block towards further success for Manchester United. I've watched, I'm sure you guys have seen it as well. And thank you, by the way. We've got over 600 people, close to 650 people in for the live preview of Manchester United against Real Madrid in UEFA Super Cup final. Close to 150 likes. So get banging that like button. We're also on the race to 40,000 subscribers as well. Can we make it? Fingers crossed we can make it by the beginning of the Premier League campaign. And of course, if you're not subscribed, then do hit that subscribe button. As I was going to say just before, I watched an interview with Rio Ferdinand and Jose Mourinho, and he said how Jose Mourinho mentioned how that he had asked Manchester United to put more images of the great sides that won trophies, you know, Rio's European Cup winning side, the 99 side, the 68 side. Put those pictures up of those players winning trophies. And then at the end, he had the players winning the FA Cup that they won under Louis, the League Cup that they won under Jose Mourinho, as a way to inspire the players, to show them that, look, you are making your history here at this club as well. But also, there is a lot more to come if you want to truly make history at this club. If you want to be remembered as the 99, 08, 68 sides were, there's a lot more to come. And the only way they can do that is by winning trophies. And I think, look, the Super Cup isn't top of the priority, but it'd be nice to win it. Will Burns says it's spliff o'clock. It is match day, ain't it, mate? Zane says, what channel is the game on? I'm not even sure, to be honest, mate. All I know is I got all the channels, so I'll have it on somewhere. I'm guessing it's on BT Sport, though. And Pogba MUFC does say the same, as does Nefarious. Craig Vincent says Lukaku to get a pen after pissing off Ramos. And unlike the Charity Shield, guys, which after 90 minutes would go straight to penalties, this game does go to extra time. So we will get extra time here if we are level after 90 minutes. Now, having said what I said earlier about Manchester United and defensively against Real Madrid, I think we've got a lot of players that can cause these guys problems. But I think today it's going to come down to Mkhitaryan and Romelu Lukaku. I think Henrik Mkhitaryan has been fantastic in Europe for United this season. Last season. I think he was incredible for us. Obviously scored in the final as well, but scored so many goals along the way. And I think Romelu Lukaku is going to have a difficult time up against one of the best defences about, but I think he's a big enough striker and he'll be able to handle himself up against them. And I think we will play a 3-5-2 today. So I think with the way we played against Sampdoria, I can see us playing the same team as the team we played against Sampdoria, with the exception of Pereira, bringing in Ander Herrera, bars, Pereira for Herrera. And I think that will happen. So I would go with this lineup today. This is the lineup that I think we will see. And I think tactically will be the best. Now look, I'm giving you a warning. Anthony Martial isn't in my lineup. I would love him to be in the team, but I don't think he will be tonight. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we have to, pick and choose the games where we can play him. There may be some games where we can play him as a number 9. We can bring him on as a number 9 or in behind Lukaku. But the 11 that I would go with today would be David De Gea in goal, obviously. It's 3 centre-halves. Looks like it's going to be Smalling, Blind and Lindelof. Or Blindelof, like I said the other week by accident. So Smalling, Lindelof and Blind. Fullbacks, wingbacks of Darmian and Valencia are the selection which I think will be made. I think those two will be the wingbacks. Obviously, Antonio Valencia picks himself at right wingback. Amir says Martial should play left wingback, which would be interesting to see, to say the least. But I think Darmian will play there. We see he set up Henrik Mkhitaryan's goal last week, and he was finding himself in a lot of space going forward. So it'll be interesting to see if we can utilise that again. He does look a bit unsure when going forward, but I mean, if we can get him found in those areas, he picked out a great ball for Henrik Mkhitaryan last week, and if we can do that again, then that would be absolutely amazing. So obviously I think Darmian will play there. So De Gea in goal, Smalling, Blind and Lindelof. Valencia and Matteo Darmian as the right wing backs. Then I'd go with Herrera, Matic and Pogba in the midfield. So Matic just in front of that defence. Cleaning up. It looks like he will only play for 45 minutes. So then maybe at half time we can bring in Michael Carrick if that's the case. And then go with Pogba and Ander Herrera just ahead of them, providing the energy and the flair to be able to hopefully create something going forward. And then obviously up top, Mkhitaryan and Romelu Lukaku. Now against Sampdoria, who are obviously a different level of opposition for Manchester United to Real Madrid. But obviously playing against Sampdoria last week, I thought Henrik Mkhitaryan thrived off that position just behind Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku was just bullying everything that come near him. And if Romelu Lukaku can be used as a battering ram to keep Sergio Ramos, to keep all these guys away from Henrik Mkhitaryan, who could occupy that position in between the defence and the midfield, drift out wide in between, have that free kind of role in behind Romelu Lukaku, then I think that would be quality as well. So that's the 11 I think we will see today against Real Madrid. So just to recap that 11 for you: David De Gea in goal, Valencia and Darmian as the wing-backs, with a centre-half trio of Smalling, Blind and Lindelof. And then a midfield three of Matic, Herrera and Pogba, with Mkhitaryan and Lukaku up top. Rajesh says Matic will not play. Now Jose said he's not fit like the rest of them in the terms that he can't play a full game, but he could play 45 minutes. Ashraya's getting excited and says Lukaku will score a hat-trick. Adam, give us a wave, says Ulrich. Nice one. Thank you for joining us. We have got 835 people in the house at the moment. Thank you all for joining us here on Adam McKola TV. We've got close to 250 likes, so make sure you are hitting that like button. In 45 minutes time, I'm going to be live on Full Time Devils with the confirmed team news, so we'll find out if my selection is correct. I am with you for another 15 minutes as well. I'll be giving you my score predictions a little bit later, and we'll of course be taking in your score predictions as well. We've got over 800 people in here now, 250 likes. I want to see that hit 400 likes by the time we leave here. And of course, we've got 38,488 subscribers, 89 subscribers. I'm guessing at least 11 or more of you guys haven't subscribed. So can we get to 38,500 subscribers before we leave this? I'm sure we can with the help of you guys. Tony Wang, thank you. Utkarsh, thank you. Robbie, thank you. Amaroon, thank you. I need to show the countdown on the screen, don't I? I will sort that out for you. I'm a little bit of a noob when it comes to all this technological stuff. I can just about make this frame that you can see right here and get myself live. So you'll have to bear with me right there. Got to dominate the midfield, says... who said that? Governor Bandicoot. The comments are moving very quickly. Let me bring the comments up on my laptop. I think that would be better for me. 1 second. So here we go. I've got that there. Right. Yakub says he has subscribed. Roman says we are forgetting Rashford. I'm not forgetting Rashford, mate. Rashford can come on as a half-time sub. Remember, we are going to be in that kind of pre-season mode as well. So you'll see substitutions made around 45, 60 minutes. Thank you for the comment again, Utkarsh. Trading cards and more says say my name. That's not your name though, mate. That's your YouTube name, right? Alistair liking the comment, mate. Thank you very much. Melodium says in love with this channel. Thank you very much, mate. That does mean a lot. And Dan Spain says how serious is Bale to United? Now obviously we have to talk about Bale to United a little bit. 1 second. Elliot, thank you for watching as well. We have to talk about Bale to United because obviously Jose Mourinho spoke about Bale to United yesterday. Now, obviously, I would love Gareth Bale to be a Manchester United player. There is nothing I would, I think he's an absolutely fantastic talent. It would concern me a little bit in terms of Anthony Martial. But when you talk about Gareth Bale coming in, I think he'd elevate us to winning the league. That's how much of a big signing I think it would be for Manchester United. I think he's absolute class. Now, do I think we'll get him this summer? I don't have the feeling we will get him. I haven't got that gut feeling. But I didn't have a gut feeling that we'd get Romelu Lukaku. And look what happened there. We ended up getting him. So, stranger things have happened. Jose Mourinho is clearly open to the idea of signing Gareth Bale. He said as much in his press conference yesterday. Saying that if Real Madrid don't want him, if he doesn't start against Manchester United in the Super Cup, then it's a sign that Real don't want him. And if that's the case, Jose Mourinho is there for him with open arms. And when you hear those kind of things, you can't help but get excited. And you can't help but have one eye on Real Madrid's starting 11 today. What kind of starting 11 is it going to be? So, of course, those things run through your mind. But it could also be Jose Mourinho playing with Zinedine Zidane's mind. Zinedine Zidane may not want to play Gareth Bale. Zinedine Zidane may now have to rethink his starting 11 just in order to stop there being some rumours. Jose Mourinho is just putting this out there into the, just putting it out there, speaking things into existence, or at least trying to do so. And when you look at Jose Mourinho, obviously, I think he's playing a little bit of games with his former club there. But I think it may be just a little bit of a sign to Gareth Bale in terms of saying that, look, Gareth, Real Madrid are looking at Kylian Mbappe. They're looking at these players. What are you going to do? Do they really want you? Because we do. We want you. We want you this much. We're talking about you right now. So I think it could be Jose Mourinho kind of laying down the gauntlet to Gareth Bale and saying, play where you want to play. Play for somewhere where you love. Maybe Real Madrid need to raise funds to make signings. Then if that's the case, Manchester United are of course going to be interested in signing someone like Gareth Bale. Do I think we'll sign him? No. I think it's a hope and it's a wish of Manchester United's to make it happen. If it happens, I'd be delighted, but I don't think it will happen. Dan makes a big shout and says Bale on his day is better than Neymar. I think injuries haven't helped him, obviously, and it's not helped him with his Real Madrid career either. We've got over 900 people in the live stream as well. We're very, very close to 1,000 at this moment in time. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Big up yourselves as well. And, of course, subscribe to Adam McKola TV. We have now got over 38,500. We are less than 1,500 away from the target that we set ourselves for the beginning of the Premier League campaign. Can we hit 40,000 subscribers by the beginning of the Premier League campaign? You guys can help me by hitting that subscribe button. Right here, we're talking Real Madrid against Manchester United. We're talking the UEFA Super Cup final. Is it a glorified pre-season friendly, or do you really, really want to win this? What are you guys saying about this? We'll talk about the Super Cup final. We'll talk about whether, what kind of fixture is this? And then, of course, we will go on to do predictions as well before we wrap up this live stream. We've still got around 10 minutes to go, so the stream's still going strong. Kickoff is in around 1 hour and 38 minutes time. Manchester United against Real Madrid. It's always a big game, isn't it? And let's be real here. United have never played Real Madrid in a final, so it takes on extra significance there. It's the first European final between Manchester United and, of course, Real Madrid. Loving it. Shout out Pack Lads. Shout out Awash Nepal. Monzai says, is Ronaldo playing? Obviously, he's travelled away with the squad. Now, I've seen Sergio Ramos mentioning that Cristiano Ronaldo is always going to travel with the squad because of how much of an influential and leader he is. I think he could be travelling with the squad and he's probably not even lined up to play. Obviously, you had the Spanish report saying that he's only going to play 30 minutes. So be interesting to see what goes on here. Whether he comes on for the last 30 minutes or so, or whether he does start the game, remains to be seen. I mean, someone like Cristiano Ronaldo is always in shape, isn't he? He doesn't need a pre-season, man. Look at him. The man's an absolute beast. Gunnar Sandvi says, what about Serge Aurier? I haven't seen anything about Serge Aurier's updates yet. Was that? Jeremy, thank you for your nice comment, mate. Sucklane, thank you for your nice comment. Tim says, anyone who says they don't want to win tonight is lying, and I totally agree with you as well, mate. After we lose, if we lose, we can all come out and say, oh, we don't care. We don't care. That's what we do with football fans. But we want to win this game. We want to see Manchester United lift that trophy. Because it will be another European trophy won. United, we didn't really want to see United in the Europa League. But when we won the Europa League in Stockholm last season, it was a great night. It was memories. A lot of football fans don't get memories of their team winning trophies. United are a special club. We see this an awful lot. But sometimes you can get a little bit spoilt and think you're You know, you should always have success. You should always have trophies. And you start to think, fuck that trophy. We're better than that. We're not. We're Man United. We're a football club. And at any time we can, bad shit can happen to us. So let's enjoy these moments, man. Let's enjoy these games against Real Madrid. Let's enjoy these European finals. Let's enjoy these showcase pieces. If we lose, we got a full season ahead of us. And I'm confident with the team we've got. But right now, I want to win this game against Real Madrid. And I think United have had a good pre-season. I think we're in good shape. But I think this is going to be a very, very difficult game. I mean, we saw in pre-season when we played Real Madrid, even without Cristiano Ronaldo, they can put out a side that can cause us problems. They've got talented players in all sorts of positions. So we need to make sure, that we are at the races today. And that's why I think defensively we will go a little bit more cautious in terms of that 5-3-2. But I still think that can allow us to cause these problems in someone like Henrik Mkhitaryan, in someone like Romelu Lukaku, or if we go with someone that isn't in my predicted lineup like Martial, Rashford, Juan Mata. Any of these guys can cause Real Madrid problems. They are so talented. So I'm really looking forward to this. Man United, God, thank you for getting involved. And I've seen your new video as well, mate. Keep plugging away. A little idea. Add some audio to it. What do you think about that? Maybe if you're not confident in front of camera yet, you could add your audio to it. That would add a little bit of edge to your videos as well. But I did like what you done there, mate. So well done. And keep plugging away. And guys, if you see Man United God about in the comments, subscribe to his channel. If any of you guys are doing your little bits on YouTube, then of course, feel free to plug your shit in my comments. We're all friends here. We all support Manchester United and we all want to, talk about football. So let's do this. Got over 1,000 people in here now. Well, we did for a couple of seconds anyway. But still, that means we can hit 500 likes during the stream. We have hit that mark of 400 now. So thank you very much for that. But can we hit 500 likes? 1,000 of you in here. 500 of you at least haven't liked the video. And 500 of you at least aren't subscribed. So you need to do one of those two things now. We have gone back over 1,000. So thank you very much. My predicted lineup again for today's game against Real Madrid. Against Real Madrid in the Super Cup final is this. David De Gea in goal. Valencia. Blind. Lindelof. Smalling. Darmian. Matic. Pogba. Herrera. Mkhitaryan. And Romelu Lukaku. But I think Jose may pull out Matic and put in Marouane Fellaini. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I'm thinking. That's just crossed my mind that might happen. So I may have messed up a little bit in the full-time Devils predicted stuff. We have hit 500 likes. This is what I mean. Use that a fucking legends, man. I love everyone here. Sankashana, thank you for getting involved. And Yagoob says, what is my prediction? Now, guys, get your predictions in the comments. Get your predictions in. I'm going to try and read out as many as possible. So get your predictions in the comments. And my prediction for today's game is 1-1 after extra time. Manchester United to win on penalties. Yes. David De Gea to save the Dave. Save the Dave? Save the day. Dave saves. That's my prediction. 1-1 with Manchester United winning on penalties. And Manchester United lifting a trophy today. Mandy Palandi, thank you for commenting. Cyber Wes, thank you for commenting. MPH, please, says Utkarsh. If we play Fellaini, we've lost, says Muzan. Darmian for left back, says Crunk King. Fellaini is going to wreck Ramos, says Gov Bandicoot. Joel Perslov is in the house. 3-1 to us, says Erect. 2-0 United, says John. 2-0, says Wilburn. 3-2, says Uze. A lot of confidence here. 3-2 United, says Calvin. 2-1, says Usman. 3-1, says Rollercoaster. 3-2 United, 3-1, says Jack. 2-1, says Rose. And 2-1, says MU Blaze in extra time. 3-1, says Jack Wall, who's got a new football video on his channel, so go and check that out. 3-2, says Denchman Joe. That would be a little bit of a classic, wouldn't it? 3-1, says Ronak. 2-1, says Mizan. You lot are feeling fucking confident, man. You're making me want to say something like 5-0 to United. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? Someone said 1-1 with Rashford scoring. 2-1 United says Mandy. 2-1 says Tugwell. 2-2 after extra time and United to win on penalties says Akshay. Suklain says 2-1. Ibuka says 2-2. Sheikh says 12-0 with Fellaini scoring every single goal. 3-1 to United says Ronak. 3-2 says MU Blaze. 0-0 says Pogba MUFC. 2-1 says Edna to Madrid. That's the first prediction I've seen to Real Madrid. 3-0 to United says Chris. 2-1 says Arpit Gang. 2-2 says Ibuka. 2-1 says Kashif. 2-1 for us says Jonathan. 4-0 says Shubham. 3-1 says Sankakasha. 3-1 says DP Bangera. 8-2 says Harishi. 2-0 says Yakub. 3-2 says Kato. 2-1 says Nityan. 7-3 says Thomas Nyarko. 2-1 says Muhammad Ali. Yo! That's so many predictions that I've just read out now. Donnell White says he's just got in and he's late. Wow. I am going to be live in 30 minutes time on Full Time Devils with the confirmed team news. So make sure you join us on youtube.com/fulltimedevils. Make sure if you're one of the 983 people that aren't subscribed to Adam McKola TV that you hit that subscribe button right now. And if you're not watching this live and you're thinking 993 people, what is this guy talking about? That's the live count. Make sure you join us live next time by hitting that notifications button. I will be live after the game, about half an hour after the game finishes because I got to do Full-Time Devils and all that good stuff first. But guys, the football season is back. The serious stuff is here. Yes! Come on, United. I'm Adam McKola. I'm out of here.